Let's get Toon Gemma.
Let's get Toon Gemma.
Does he have a lisp?
I don't know.
Let's get Toon Gemma. It doesn't sound right.
No, it doesn't.
Toon Gemma.
Let's get Toon Gemma.
Let's get Toon Gemma.
No, it's like not even him. Let's get dangerous.
Let's get dangerous.
Darkwing, Dark.
Toon Jam. Toon Jam. Hello and welcome once again to Toon Jam. I am Matt.
And I'm J-Man.
And today we are talking about Darkwing Duck. The moment you have waited for since we first talked about DuckTales. 41 episodes in.
Oh boy.
Darkwing Duck, Season 1, Episode 50, In Like Blunt. Is that...
a drug reference?
Yeah.
Probably.
Because I don't really understand the use of words there. I don't know why it's called In Like Blunt.
No, I think... I don't know, maybe it's like a weird James Bond reference that I don't get, or I don't know.
So yeah, it's basically a James Bond themed episode, isn't it? But before we go into that, let's have a bit of a background on Darkwing Duck.
Who is Darkwing?
Darkwing Duck was a Disney series that first ran from 91 to 92. I didn't realise it was that short a
neither
run.
did I.
Because there's quite a lot of episodes, so
Yeah.
unless it was just constantly over those
Because this is like, what, episode 50?
50 of season
50?
1. There's like 3 seasons.
Who has 50 episodes?
There's 91 episodes altogether. So like
in 2
so
seasons.
yeah, so in 3 seasons.
That's mental.
So the first season must have been like the majority.
Yeah.
And then they must have just done quickly extra seasons. Oh, it says, yeah, I don't know. It says syndication 91 to 95 later on.
All right. So that's probably why we actually saw it instead.
That's why it said originally, I guess. It was originally considered, again using the word, to be a spin-off of DuckTales. The creator, Tad Stones, apparently stated that he believes them to exist in 2 separate universes.
Yeah, I've heard this. Yeah.
But that being said, Launchpad McQuack actually features in an episode before it came out,
right,
as a secret agent, as well as another character, Gizmo Duck. And is Gizmo Duck like the RoboCop type character?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And Scrooge McDuck is actually mentioned in
Darkwing. I swear he's in this episode. Scrooge.
It's not Scrooge. It's his nemesis, isn't it?
Oh, right.
So this is like, other than this episode, which is coincidental. I don't think we picked it for that reason at all. But it says there were no pre-existing characters, which is wrong because Launchpad McQuack, isn't it? But other than him, there's no pre-existing characters in Darkwing Duck from thingy, except for in this episode where it has appearances from Magica Dispel, Flintheart Glomgold, who I think might be the alternate Scrooge McDuck, and the Beagle Boys.
Oh, right, yeah.
Who were like the thug kind of characters. Yeah. Another interesting fact is that Darkwing Duck was actually developed as a last-minute replacement for a proposed reboot of the Rocky and Bullwinkle show.
Oh, right.
But once they'd done it, they realised that Disney didn't actually own the rights to Rocky and Bullwinkle. But they did hold home video rights to it,
right?
Which is where the confusion came in. It wasn't just they were like, no, we don't own that. Oh, I thought it was Disney.
We made a whole show.
But yeah, so it seems to me a ropey link between DuckTales and Darkwing Duck. I would say, even though the creator has said they're not linked, they clearly are. I feel like he doesn't want them to be linked.
Yeah, for one reason.
Probably due to production things where they've made them link them.
Yeah,
they actually are.
that sounds right.
So, sorry, Tad.
Sorry, Ted.
But your property is not your property.
This is what happens when you sign up with the big boys.
There you go. Okay, so let's hit our first segment today. Let's talk memories. Okay, so what are your memories of Darkwing Duck?
Yeah, I remember the theme, of course.
Of course.
Lots of funk.
Darkwing Duck.
Yep, that's it.
Yep.
That's the whole theme.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, it's got some good stuff in there.
Yeah, you know.
There's lots of slap bass as well. I noticed this
Yeah.
time around. I didn't really think of that before, but there's a
No.
lot of funk on.
Well, it was of the time, I suppose.
It was.
Everything had it back then.
That's true.
So you were just like, yeah.
Yeah. Also, there was a game out. Was it on the NES or SNES?
Possibly the SNES, yeah.
SNES. Yeah.
I don't know, because it's early 90s. It could be either.
One of the.
No, yeah, it's got to be SNES, hasn't it?
Yeah. One of the S's.
Yeah.
By N.
Yeah.
And like I'm sure I knew somebody who had that, so I played that quite a fair bit.
Little side scroller type one, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, I just remember him looking kind of cool. I like the way he looked.
He's got a good look about him. Yeah, it's interesting because he is. I don't know. It seems like he's a rip-off of Batman.
Yeah.
But his costume is original enough to not be a complete rip-off of Batman. Yeah. And it's quite good that they've done that.
Yeah. What about you?
I remember Darkwing Duck. Again, I remember liked the look of him, but then when I remember watching the show as a kid and being like, I don't think this is very good. I didn't really enjoy it that much.
Really?
Yeah, I think I might have watched it every now and again because I wanted to enjoy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, just never really got on with it that much. But same with DuckTales, I think.
Yeah.
I probably watched DuckTales more when I was a kid, but again, don't really remember. There was a lot of Disney duck theme shows.
There was too many ducks.
Like Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
DuckTales. Darkwing Duck.
Daffy. Oh no, that's not Disney.
No.
But you just get clouded with the ducks.
Yeah, I mean Donald Duck.
Yeah, because they all had duck. Like everyone had ducks at some point.
Yeah.
It's like there was a duck quota.
Yeah, and even there was some shows where it had more, but ducks were.
Yeah, part of it. Yeah, and yeah, lots of the ducks look weird in this as well because they kind of like they get like all the different birds just kind of they try and make them look like other characters, and they say they barely even look like ducks. And
yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, there's sort of weird duck verse going on.
It is like a duck verse. It's a good name for it. Okay, so yeah, my memories of it weren't. I don't remember watching that many. I remember always being quite bored, but yeah. C'est la vie. But I do like the character visually.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
It does look cool.
Not necessarily on a character level.
No.
He's almost he's like Hong Kong Phooey.
Yeah.
You know, where he's just stupid.
Yeah, when I watched it, I didn't think that's what his voice was going to be like. I don't know what it was in my head, but it wasn't that voice. No,
the voice acting's quite weird actually, isn't it? Like I was quite surprised, overall as well. But you know, it does have. Well, let's we've talked about our memories. Let's do a quick
playthrough.
Rewind. Playthrough.
So this episode, Darkwing is hired to sort of escort another guy who's basically like trying to tackle a case, and it turns out he's a famous writer, and his last name is Blunt.
Yeah, he's what is it? Something like, I'm sure I wrote it down. Derek Blunt. Yeah. And he's basically like a seagull version of James Bond.
Yeah, basically.
Does he write his own books about himself then?
I think it's kind of he is an agent, but he also writes about a fictional agent.
Yeah, so the stories are like the real James Bond, but he's just a grassroots secret agent that doesn't actually have all the gadgets and stuff.
No, and he's very like English and kind of proper. And Darkwing is initially excited to be on it, but then when he actually turns up, turns out he's a bit of a sniff. So he's not really that nice to be around. And he keeps putting Darkwing down and saying that keeps calling all of his gadgets gimmicks.
Gimmicks, yeah.
Yeah. And so they manage to sort of come up with a plan together after Darkwing takes him to his lair and shows him all his gadgets, which he's not impressed with.
No.
After some like oversampling of evidence, they find a piece of sand attached to a letter, and just by tasting it, Blunt manages to figure out exactly the island in the world where the villains are going to be held up. And so they go off on their mission with a kind of rocky relationship. Launchpad takes them over there, so he's in the game like at the same time. He's happening. And it turns out they're in like a villain party at a big palatial estate, and there's going to be some bidding of this document and all these other.
It's got all the names of agents on it.
Yeah. So they basically try and ransack the place, and lots of mishaps occur along the way. They like take disguises and stuff, and they manage to sort of like get into the action, try and steal stuff, and it doesn't really work out. And eventually they find themselves kind of tied up by the villain. He knew they were coming, basically.
Yeah.
And it was a big trap. He makes some elaborate torture device in order to absolutely mess them up. But Darkwing does still have some tricks up his sleeve. Uses one of his gadgets. They manage to escape, and then essentially they manage to
get the document,
save the day, do the villain over. He goes to jail, and then they become buds at the end because turns out, well, guess you do need a gadget from time to time.
Yeah.
And that's the playthrough.
That's it. Toon Jam. Toon Jam.
So yeah, that's how it happens.
That's the episode. It's got a lot of I think it, like DuckTales, the quality of animation is pretty good. It's there.
Yeah.
But also like DuckTales, it's too long.
Oh yeah. It
way
feels
too long. It
long.
just like boring at times.
Yeah.
I like the bit where they're in like the duck cave or whatever.
Yeah.
He's showing off all his gadgets and you know, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But
where it's just like, this piece of sand, and it's like, but we'll find out what it is, and then he does some elaborate chemical analysis.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's sand.
Yeah. And he gets really gutted, doesn't he? Because Blunt draws on his giant wall-sized map.
Yeah. He just keeps being
He's like, you drew on my map.
It's like traumatized.
Yeah, you drew on my map.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I do like that he just tastes the sand as well, and he can say exactly which beach in the world that is on.
Like, why would he have that skill? That's such a weird thing.
Comes in. I liked as well that, you know, sort of towards the end they're in the trap, and they're about to die basically, and then he sort of comes clean, and he's like, actually, I was quite impressed by all your gizmos.
Yeah.
And you just think, like, why'd you get rid of him then?
Yeah.
What'd you do that for?
Yeah, that's true.
He's jealous.
It's
all jealousy.
It comes out in weird ways.
So it's got some good underlying psychological studies of characters.
Yeah.
I suppose
There's
that.
I
think Darkwing as a character is almost quite disappointing. He's too much of a clown.
Yeah.
You kind of just wish they'd done a straight, like, you know, like Batman.
Yeah.
Like they'd just done a straight character.
But just as a duck.
Yeah.
I know, that's kind of what I was hoping for, because I don't remember him being that zany, because I guess you can't really tell in the game or whatever. But
just I remember him doing more with his stuff, and I remember there was an evil version of him.
Yeah.
That was his nemesis. That was like yellow and red.
Yeah.
But
no, don't remember.
Yeah, I thought it was too close to Hong Kong Phooey for my liking.
Yeah, I know what you mean, because he looks kind of cool and like dangerous, and just like, and
he's always saying, "Let's get dangerous."
Yeah,
but he's got a catchphrase.
Yeah,
which is, you know,
but he doesn't really get dangerous.
He doesn't really get dangerous at all.
When in this episode,
the only time he gets dangerous is when he gets out that penknife that can chop down forests.
Oh yeah,
and then and then like Launchpad's like, well, you did almost kill us. And he's like, it's not like anyone died.
Yeah.
Dead Marty.
Yeah.
Not like anyone died. Is it?
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, that's the only time he got dangerous. Though,
Yeah, but he didn't declare it at that point, so he didn't.
No,
even
he didn't
think
even
he was
say.
dangerous.
Yeah.
So I mean, there may be a point where his dangerous could be dangerous, but we never see it.
And I feel like as well, this episode they really didn't have an ending.
No.
Because they had to crowbar this whole thing with Launchpad getting shrunk.
Yeah.
As part of this illustrious trap where. When he shrunk, he got lighter, which then lifted weights and then ended up killing him eventually.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't really matter now, but
it was
he was tiny at the end. Wasn't he? Like, they forgot to get him out basically, and then so they just ended finding him, and he just gave himself a load of small puns.
Yeah, and then it was just like that's the end of the episode.
Yeah,
but that was really weird, wasn't it? Like
really
weird.
Abrupt. Like he takes the mick out of himself for being the size of like your thumb.
Yeah,
and then it ends.
I didn't really get why that was the.
It felt like they didn't have anything.
No, because they kind of got the villain. And it was like, yep, we've put him away and we've done it, and then they kind of have a little hangout by the pool.
Yeah,
because I thought that they might have been back at like Blunt's mansion at that point.
Yeah,
because they're kind of poolside and you don't really see anybody. And I was like, oh, I guess
they're still there. They're just hanging out,
but they're just
at
outside.
Sharp's residence.
Yeah.
That, and it's weird that because I wondered, I was like, why are they calling him Blunt?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't really sound like it's not like Bond.
No,
it's because the villain's Sharp, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
So Sharp and Blunt.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But this is a really weird, like, I don't know. It's not funny.
No.
So
because they tried to tack in some like James Bond gags, didn't they?
Yeah.
Because they were the guy at the start that kind of like is like Darkwing's agent or whatever he is. Like,
he's like the. Sort of like the M, isn't he? Like gives him his missions and stuff.
Yeah, he was like talking about some stuff about the agents that got frozen in yogurt. That was
and then there was like two that were frozen in lollies as well.
Yeah, that was all
like popsicles, as I believe the Americans would call them.
Yeah, that's true.
Trying to be accessible here.
But yeah, they keep dropping like weird names like Goldfeather and like.
And isn't his goal as well to steal all of the tea in China?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like his specific goal.
Yeah, that was
that was quite funny.
So they were trying to do a James Bond thing, but they didn't. Just kind of passively did it. And
like it's funny. It's like they took a leaf from the episode of DuckTales that we watched.
Yeah.
You know, the Sherlock Holmes thing.
Yeah.
Where it just didn't really hit enough notes for it to be a good. And that's what they did with this as well. It was
like a non-parody.
Yeah. It's very actually weird how similar they were.
Yeah,
like, I was
especially
hoping...
since the universes aren't linked.
Yeah, at all. What's his name? Tad, was it?
Yeah, Tad.
Tad.
Come on, Tad.
Come on.
Let's be honest with yourself.
Yeah,
Tad.
They're definitely linked.
We know, Tad. We all know.
No way. There's two universes with as many crap puns as these two.
No way.
Come on.
Let's be honest with yourself. Tad.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
Just tweet it out there.
Tweet it out.
After this episode drops.
Sorry, they are linked.
Yeah.
Sorry. Soz.
Yeah.
DuckTales.
Yeah. Madlinks.
Madlinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all know it.
THX. But yeah, I'm not really sold on that.
No. Yeah, so it did feel a bit weird, the episode.
I think some of it seems a bit like the designs don't tend to match each other up as either. Like,
no.
Like it was like they were like, let's make something like Batman. You can tell it was a last minute thing.
Yeah.
Because he's like Batman that is a secret agent with a World War II pilot for his sidekick, a RoboCop mate.
Yeah.
And it's just all like none of it quite. I think the RoboCop mate you could have and that wouldn't be a problem. But it's Launchpad just doesn't fit the bill at all. Why has he got like a World War II pilot as his mate? I couldn't figure that out.
No.
He's just like, and he's just the designs are fine separately, but when together, because he does. It makes me laugh how he's got a beat with like a massive chin.
Yeah,
like a massive,
he has got a massive
bum chin type thing. Like that's hilarious, but
it's so weird.
Just
Yeah.
and I don't. How are they even mates? I mean,
I
did
know.
they ever explain that? Like,
Probably not. It's
I don't know.
yeah. It doesn't feel like it gels, and I don't feel like the episodes, like this one didn't really seem to gel in any way either, because it was like it was too long for kids to pay attention to, and it had like kind of like an adult overtone that was just like, I don't know, some weird drama.
How many episodes like of other stuff this length did you watch as a kid? And it's not that long.
No,
it wouldn't be a problem.
But it
felt really
Yeah.
long. I mean, I know we're older now, but I remember being bored when I was a kid of it. Like,
but I watch like hour-long shows now.
Yeah, very true.
You know what? I grew up and I doubled the time of my shows.
Yeah.
So, and I don't think like this feels really long.
No, I remember looking at like, oh, it's got to be done now, and it was about 5 minutes in, and you're like, oh,
come on.
3 times more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they were trying to go for, because it didn't really seem like there was lots of funny kid gags in there that you were like, oh, this is for kids. But then it wasn't really like, it wasn't dark enough to have that Batman edge to it.
No.
So it wasn't like, oh, it's for adults. Sort of
Yeah.
thing. So it's like, who were they trying to hit? Just like very, very loose James Bond fans. And
It's a wonder. It is a wonder how it's popular.
Yeah.
But it was. I mean, we said the same about DuckTales, haven't we?
Yeah, we're just flabbergasted by its existence.
Yeah, like I don't know. Well, shall we move on to our ratings on that note?
Yeah.
Okay, so here at Toon Jam, we have a 3-point flawless rating system. Thumbs up, oh, let's get dangerous, baby. Thumbs down, well, crap pun here. Shaky middle, well, it's not like anyone died. Good, bad, who knows? We're not really sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so Darkwing Duck, Season 1, Episode 50, in Light Blunt. Just reading the name out is winding me up.
Yeah.
What is your rating?
For me, I think thumbs down.
Straight off the bat.
Yeah,
straight off the bat.
It's thumbs down. Other than I like the way Darkwing Duck looked, I don't think I actually enjoyed anything about this episode.
What about the cameos from DuckTales?
Yeah, didn't even do it for me.
No.
Yeah. Especially since they're false.
Because they're not even.
It's all live.
They're different, universe versions of them.
So they were just like, it's a conspiracy. So, yeah, it did nothing for me really. Like, I don't remember laughing.
No.
And I wasn't really interested. I was kind of hoping that it was 10, maybe 15 minutes shorter than it actually was. And, and the story itself didn't even really do anything. Like,
no,
they went together to take someone down. Probably could have done it on their own.
Yeah,
like one of them could have done it. They got the guy in the end, whatever, and that wasn't even the conclusion.
I think whatever sums up the whole plot.
It's just like
it's a very much a who cares type situation.
It's such a throwaway episode of not a lot going
on. Okay, so that's a thumbs down. I think I don't know. His design is good.
Yeah.
I think the animation was quite good.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and I think the character designs were very good. I think the art style was cool, and I think it was up to scratch. The music's quite good. We've got that, and there were some good, tiny little gags in there, like them being frozen in the yogurt, in the lollies, and all sorts. And there was sort of the whole bit. I think the bit in the cave was amusing, but not amusing enough.
Oh.
So I'm probably going to lie more on the side of thumbs down, because it was boring, and that is the worst thing it can be, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Like once it's boring, what's it doing? It's literally made to entertain you, and if it isn't doing that,
it's meant to be a condensed story.
I can't understand how they made 90 odd episodes for as long as it did.
If they were as entertaining as that is a long.
And I mean, it tells
episodes.
volumes that I didn't enjoy it when I was a kid. Because if I didn't enjoy it when I was a kid, then either it's going over my head or it's just boring. And it certainly isn't going over your head because there's no gags in it that you like. The only one we're questionable about is the name in like Blunt.
Yeah. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know. Pass the duchy to the left hand side. I don't know. It is the DuckTales effect. It's the same thing that like every time I've questioned. Maybe we watched a bad episode of DuckTales. Yeah. This is a good thing to like watch and be like, no, actually,
this was a high-rated episode.
Yeah, which is bad. That's really bad. If it was one of the highest-rated episodes. How
does it go down from here?
That's what you got to ask yourself. The epitaph for the series. Who cares about any of it? What's the point?
Yeah.
Anything beyond a poster, like just get a poster if you like it. Get a poster. Get a pop vinyl. Get a toy. Whatever. But you know, don't
watch 30 minutes.
Because that's the thing is, I still like. I don't know why, but I still like Darkwing Duck. Just because he looks cool. There's no. The only characters really like him are like there's the Grey Ghost in Batman.
Yeah.
Who's like a grey version of him, but he's got the cool colours and everything. It looks really cool. It's like they've really missed a trick with it almost. I don't know.
What did they do?
Maybe just not for us, but you know, maybe you guys at home disagree. If you do, let us know. Were you thumbs up, thumbs down, shaky middle? We always like to know if you have any recommendations yourself for episodes. We're always open to that as well. We'll even go back and revisit if you really want us to, but you know, moving forward is our
give us some time.
Please. So yeah, that's Darkwing Duck. We've covered it. Probably won't do that again. 2 thumbs down. Who knew? That's two Disney Channel classics, both thumbs down. You wouldn't expect it. One day though, we will visit DuckTales' new one because as I don't know if you remember, it got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. So that's basically the most perfect show you can ever watch. And that's not just cartoons, that's show.
Like in general.
Yeah.
The perfect thing ever put to the screen.
You know, look out for that one. But again, thank you for joining us. You can catch up with us on the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I can't bother to come up with anything for it. in theme of who cares.
Yeah, that's it.
At Toon Jam Pod. And until next time, stay jammy.
Hey everyone, thank you for listening to Toon Jam. And if you want to continue to help us out, you can help us by jumping over to our Patreon page, which is patreon.com/toonjampod. And if you can rate and review us everywhere you listen to your podcasts, so on iTunes or on the Android apps, that'll be a massive help too. Thank you, and stay jammy.